Ooh, child. Ooh. Yeah, they hit, but they broke though. Ooh. And when another guy, the logo. I should have brought my speaker. What's going on? Are we good? Okay. Why y'all talking when I'm supposed to be going? Quiet on the set. No, I'm joking. Hey, you know it's all love. You know it's all love. You know, hey man, look, don't take it personal. What Drake say? Don't take it personal.
Drake got a lot of bars.
Boom! Welcome back to another episode of The Harvest, where we come and harvest empowering conversations for you all to enjoy, for you to learn from, for all of you to pick fruit from. And I hope this... Well, first off, I want y'all to check out Season 1 of The Harvest. We already did Season 1, now we're on Season 2. And as you see, Season 2 is just a little bit different. It's just me. And y'all, like I told y'all before, they on the journey with me, you know. Like I'm learning this every day, task after task after task. So, but one thing that's different about this season compared to Season 1 is that we have guests, we have unfamiliar faces, dun dun dun, dun, you know. But
that's my signature pose, bro.
All right, hey, look, bro.
Hey,
be you.
I will.
Be you. But yeah, so like I said, we have unfamiliar faces, and today we have a special guest. We have my bro. We have Kalon, Mr. Kalon Anthony, also known as Knoxlist. TJ. They call you TJ?
That's my middle name.
Yeah. Okay.
You just.
Hey, let's give it up for Kalon. Knoxlist. Yeah. Hey man. Thank you for coming on, bro. Thank you for taking time out of your day, out of your, hey, you don't even live here. And I appreciate you for taking time and coming on.
I had to pull up on you, G. You already know.
Hey man, hey, it gets.
We locked in.
We are locked in. We are locked in. We actually we so locked in. We officiated a wedding yesterday. Our bro's wedding. Shout out to the prophets.
Shout out to the prophets.
Just got married. Much love to you,
Anthony and Ja.
Yeah, so we about to start a business. So if you just got engaged,
perfect promo,
and you need a wedding and you need an officiant, we got you. Hey, welcome to KHP Productions. We're here.
We officiate your wedding.
Yes.
Come to a business near you.
No, facts. So no, we dead ass though.
No,
but
I'm serious.
Yeah, man.
We'll get the paperwork ready.
Yeah, but one thing about yesterday though, because also one thing I will say, what reminded me about yesterday is just that, like, even through joy, happiness, and even through pain and sorrow, life can still remind you how beautiful it is.
Honestly, when you take time to be aware and open your eyes to it, life is constantly showing you how beautiful it is.
Yeah, and I say that, and I came to that they say that revelation. I came to that realization. I say realization. But no, I came to that realization when, like yesterday, I had my cousin's funeral. You know, that was emotional as it was. And then later that day, we officiated the prophet's wedding. And I realized, I kept telling myself, I was like deep down, really below, like I'm an emotional wreck right now. You know what I'm saying? Like just to experience that roller coaster of emotions, the wanting to break down crying because you lost someone earlier that day, to celebrating happiness, celebrating love, celebrating life.
Yeah.
You know, but it was a beautiful weekend. It was beautiful. Yesterday was beautiful. This weekend has been beautiful.
And I could definitely share your sentiment, bro, because like at the beginning of yesterday, I was feeling that exact same way.
Yeah.
Of course, different reason.
Yeah.
You know, I tore my Achilles recently.
Yeah.
My first surgery ever in my life.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm an active guy. You know me. I play sports basically all my life. So me to be immobilized like really f's with me mentally. Like the fact that I can't just get up in the middle of the night and just go use the restroom, like, and just get back in the bed, go back to sleep. Like, no, when I get up, okay, how are we gonna get there? And so I was just really deep, just down in my head. So I started crying in the bathroom and everything, bro. And I was just like, I can't. This is Prophet's Day. I can't allow what I got going on to get in the way of his special. This is his special day.
Right.
So I'm a swallow me.
Yeah.
And deal with me later.
Yeah.
And just really show up and be present and be there for my G, because he needs us.
Yeah. That's like I said, like deep down, like I was telling myself, I'm in an emotional wreck. But I cannot show it. Like I can't really, like, almost like you gotta suppress it.
I mean, ultimately, yeah, it is about you, but it's not always about you.
Facts.
So you know what I'm saying? It's about prioritizing how you want to deal with your emotions and what you need to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to say suppress, because we shouldn't suppress our emotions or repress our emotions.
Yeah.
But I would say we were prioritizing our emotions for the day, because yesterday wasn't about us. Even though we were in that emotional state, we decided to prioritize our brother because we can deal with us.
That's real.
At a later date.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's why
I connect with you on that.
Yeah, so that's why, like, I find it important for me to just, like, have my alone time.
Talk about it.
And just, like, be the self. But it's been crazy because it's been hella busy. And, like, I wouldn't say, like, like, usually what helps me with that is going skating. Going skating, I'm by myself on the typical. Like, I'm skating. Like, I'm not there to socialize. I'm not there to talk. I'm not there to make friends. Like, if we start chatting, cool. You know, like, hey, what's your name? Boom. But I'm not going to, like, you know,
I'm coming here to skate. This is a skating ring.
I do that job for me because that's like my alone time. That's my stillness, to where, like, some of the ideas for Reckless I got recently came from just me going out and skating. Like, it's something.
It's just freeing,
especially for creatives, and you'll see, like, the thing. And it's funny. I don't even know how we got to skating. Right, I brought it up, of course, but just the talking about the stillness and just having that alone time. Like, that junk is all the art. It's a creative flow, like, and it's just like the world. Like, everyone flows to their own beat. Everyone beats they say everyone beats their own drum, right? Yeah, you know, that's how it is at skating rink. But it's like everybody ain't doing the same thing. You got niggas that don't know what they're doing. You get what I'm saying?
Catch me in that middle. Like, I gotta make it there because it's scary.
Yeah, you learn to. What I learned from skating is that you just have to learn to accept them for who they are, because they can't skate. Like, they don't know no better. Cause they on the outside, they don't know no better. They can't skate. So I'm just gonna let you be. I know it ain't your fault. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't your fault. Right. I ain't mad at you.
You could be practicing.
Yeah, and that's how it be. It's like you get that. The more familiar you go, the more, like, if you see somebody you keep seeing on a repetitive basis, you're gonna eventually say, "You good, bro?" Yeah. Like, you know, like, and that's how it be. It don't be nothing to where, like, that's what it was funny. I brought Let's Skating with me, right? And we had our stuff, like, sitting on the bench along the skating rink, right? And she was like, "Where you gonna put your stuff?" I'm like, "Just leave it down. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing. We good. We good." Like, I kid you not, I never had that problem, but it was just like, don't worry, this is a free space.
Yeah.
We good, baby. But no, so yeah. But to transition and to actually, like, really get into it, I remember one day we have our phone calls where we check up on each other, where we make sure each other's straight, especially if we don't hear each other from a while, because, you know, like,
especially because I'm in Charlotte now.
Yeah, you in Charlotte. I'm here running like a chicken with my head cut off. That's my godfather told me. I was like, "Damn, bro." He said, I know you out there running with like a chicken with your head cut off." I'm like, okay, I guess that's a good thing.
I mean, you running, move,
trying. But no, I remember we had a conversation, and one thing that was special about that conversation, because we have a fine way to, like, express our words, right? And the one thing that came about was water to wine. As you know, if you're familiar with the Bible, or if you're a Christian, you know that Jesus turned water into wine.
And it was at a wedding.
And it was at a wedding.
That's funny.
But the one thing that we came about and how we really got to it, we dug, like we said that, but knowing us, we dig a little deeper, and we were saying like, Jesus turned water into wine, and just the fact that if you like, which we angled it to where like the water was the soul, the water and wine was the soul of people, and it was like some people are water walking around empty souls, and then other people walk around like wine. Their soul is like wine. It's quality. It's top tier. And we was like, just a touch of Jesus could like transition your soul,
change your whole situation,
upgrade your lifestyle if you just have a touch of Jesus, to where like you're water and where you wine. And we even got down to it, to it's where
back now.
Yeah, coming back. Yeah, I'm breaking it down for you. I'm breaking it down. So we even had the thought, just like, when you go to vineyards and you have this wine that sits on the shelf for this long period of time because of the quality of it. And then when you think about just the wine glass, when you think about the quality of the wine in the wine glass, you know that it's pure. You know that it's genuine. You know that this is actually quality, just like our souls could be when we have God in our lives and when we really tapped in with ourselves. And then you have water that, really don't, water is essential. Don't get me wrong. Like the world, look, I'll say this: the world needs water, just like the world needs certain people. You know what I'm saying? To keep it real. But the world needs water. If we didn't have water, the world wouldn't flow how it would, right?
If we didn't have water, we wouldn't be here.
Exactly. But it's something to where, like, when it compares to water and wine, the wine holds more value through and through, right? It is strategically and genuinely crafted.
Yeah, it's intentional.
It's intentional. It is worth so much more than what water would be, right?
Right.
And we even got to the look. I'm running it all down.
And this is just the outline because we're gonna get into it.
And we even got to the part to where, like, we was talking about how we have some water bottles that are filled with wine. They don't even know they're wine. They think they're still water.
But can we start there?
Yeah, huh?
Can we start there?
Can we start there? Yeah, you want? That's it,
bro. Because literally, when you were talking about it, right, I was thinking about that moment when we had that, when we were talking on the phone. And I'm just like, bro, there's so many people out here that are water bottles walking around with wine inside of them. But because you're not tapped into who you are, you don't even know that you're wine.
You don't even know your worth because you're not tapped into who you are.
You don't even know the quality, the depth.
You don't even know that God put you in the wine. And God made you a wine. And you like that reflects so much. That reflects, because even like if you're looking from the outside in, if you think about community and village and just surrounding yourself with people who know your worth, eventually you're going to get told you need to remove yourself from that
atmosphere,
from that box that you're putting yourself in, because you are worth so much more, to where like the quality of you is so much better than just plastic.
Like, bro, imagine how frustrating it would be to be wine in a water bottle surrounded by water bottles, like water in water bottles.
Yeah.
Like how frustrating it would be. You going around looking at everybody different. Everybody different. Or no, everybody the same and you different.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And just to break it down, I don't want to confuse the people. When we say water bottle, we're talking about souls. When we say wine, we're talking about souls. So just the transitioning to water to wine is an upgrade, is an evolution, is an awakening, is a
transition.
Is a transition to where you are, as your soul is building this quality and building this. I can only see the visual of just like the glass of water. I wish I would have had some water bottle. Well, we did, but I drunk it. Damn.
Divine.
Yeah, but no, it's. And I'll say this, and with that, I just also want people to understand and just know that just a touch of God, or just a touch of you just really tapping in and investing in yourself, could easily upgrade your evolution. So I wanted to ask you, and I said I was going to get to the question, right? When it comes to your journey of water to wine, I've seen it firsthand, right?
Yeah.
I experienced it, and I even told you, I was like, bro, what you was doing back in 2017, 2016 is what I'm going through now.
Mm-hmm.
And I understood it. Like I was like, that's my brother. I'm gonna support him, whatever he do, right? But I never really like tapped in.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did, I was like, oh, I get what this nigga was doing. Well, not what my brother was doing. I'm sorry, that nigga. But on your journey of water to wine transition and evolution, when was that thought to like this is who I'm choosing to be now rather than conforming myself?
Bro, it was really junior year of college, man. It was first semester. I was in a major class, and we were just preparing for an assignment. Teacher paired off people, and I was just in a daze or something. Like I remember my eyes were open, but I was just like still, like I just wasn't moving. Like I was just, and I heard somebody say, "You're not supposed to be here." So I'm over here looking around, everyone talking to everybody else. No one talking to me. And I think I even asked one of my friends behind me, like, "Did you say something?" No. I was like, "Oh, okay. So what the heck going on?" So I'm like, "All right, let me talk to this voice then." She was really popping.
Yeah.
What you mean I'm not supposed to be here? So I just stayed open. What's gonna happen? And I heard the voice again, like, look around the room. Everybody is preparing their life to do this occupation. I was in elementary education. They want to be a teacher. They want that, like that's their career. That's what they want. You know you don't want that. So why are you here? And they were just questions. And so it was like, dang, what am I doing here? Because for me, teaching was always a stepping stone. I never knew what I really wanted to do. I went to college because that's what you do when you graduate high school. You just go to college. No one really talks about like what you want to do. It's more so where you going to next. What's next? Not what do you want to do. Tap into yourself. What do you want to do? Not let's go through the actual rigmarole of what we all supposedly supposed to do. And so like, man, I made that decision. I was like, all right, I just gotta go. Like I just have to leave school because I don't want to be a teacher. And at the moment, I didn't know what I wanted to do. So it's not like a thing of changing a major to do this. Like I didn't want to do that because at the time too, money was sparse. It's not like, I was barely there that junior year. You know what I'm saying? So I just decided to go home and I was like, I'm gonna figure it out. And that led to having an intervention with my family at Christmas, like basically telling me this is what I need to do. Like what's going on? Got people coming to me from church talking to me about my life. Like what are you doing? You need to. And I'm just like, are y'all listening to me? Are y'all listening to my heart? Because at the time, I was heavy in Christianity, and I wanted to just walk the streets and just spread the gospel, just talk about Jesus. And it was funny because I was saying this to other people who I believe are Christians. Like I was saying this to other believers, right? So I'm thinking, okay, bet. I want to be like Jesus. I'm gonna get champion. Y'all gonna help me, or y'all gonna support me? Man, it was like people looking at me like I was going crazy. People thought I was joining a cult. I was following this dude. Like, it was wild, bro. Like, I probably from November to December of 2016 was so volatile in my life, bro. I felt alone. I felt lonely. I felt like it was just me against the world for real. And like that transition of going from water to Ron really showed me that we really have to just choose ourselves no matter if no one else chooses you. And that's where Choose You came from, where those videos started coming out. Because it was just like, I need to start choosing myself. So I ended up moving with my ex-girl and her family, living with them for some time, coming back to Georgia, working a plan out because I was going to move to Charlotte and figure my life out. Because I was like, I need to do this to figure out what I want to do. Did that, found out, okay, I want to be an inspirational speaker. My dad hooked me up with Toastmasters. Like, and I'm going through all this because this is the transition. This is like Jesus can touch you when you water, but you becoming wine isn't as instantaneous as it is in the story. Like that transition, that's years, bro. Like even when you look at Jesus' life, at 12 years old, he was in the synagogue teaching, but he don't come back till he 33. From 12 to 33, no one knows what Jesus was doing.
Yeah.
That's the transition. That's the water to wine. Jesus knew who he was at 12. But he needed to cultivate that so he can really present it and really be confident in it at 33 to say, this is who I am, and I know it. And I know that I know it. And I'm going to show y'all that it's in you too, because I'm just an example.
It's not on you, it's in you.
Hello. Reckless. clothing brand. But not a shameless plug at all.
Yeah.
But like that transition, man. So I ended up getting to Charlotte and like just really just figuring it out, and that's where those videos are coming from, bro. Cause I needed the videos just as much as I felt like other people did, and at the moment I wanted to be an inspirational speaker, and it was like becoming of stop just wanting to be it, be it.
And that's like, why not?
And that's something that I've learned recently. Like, in order to be the champion, you have to be the champion.
There's a quote saying, Muhammad Ali saying, if I convinced the world that I was the greatest, then you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, because
I use it as a quote.
He always called himself the greatest because that's what he believed.
Yeah.
But the world didn't believe it.
Yeah.
But once he got the world to believe he's the
he
greatest,
said once he convinced the world he was greatest, he was good.
Because he already knew.
Yeah.
And so I feel like making those videos, it was me like, okay, I'm great. I am an inspirational speaker. I am touching people. Then I started, because my message was choose you, consistent execution, marathon mentality, or the whole sentence. Choose you consistently while executing marathon mentality. And then, like, just started coming to me. Choose you. We all have to choose ourselves. We all have to. Yeah, but you can't. Real. But you can't just do it one day.
Yeah.
You have to do it consistently. You have to consistently execute on that.
I said this on a previous episode, but I'm gonna keep saying it. I ask my players all the time, who the realest nigga you know? And usually they'll say like they homeboy, they dad, they uncle. I was like, okay, that's cool, but it need to be you. You need to be the realest nigga that you know. So once you keep it real with yourself, you ain't gonna ever like. And that's one thing I learned. I kept, bro, them conversations I had with myself. Oh, nigga, I'm giving myself Mike Tyson punches. Okay?
The business.
I'm like, hey, and it's like once you realize that, keep it real with yourself. It's like, shit, I ain't gotta.
If I'm keeping real with myself, why am I faking it with you?
Why I gotta lie to you?
I have no reason to.
Why I gotta lie with you? But you made a great point about talking about how Jesus from 12 to 33 and that transition of years, just transitioning your soul to water to wine, and really like choosing you consistently. It was funny because after that conversation we were talking about water to wine, shout out to my grandma, shout out to Mimo, because I brought up the conversation with her, and she was like, I told her about it, because to me, we had just came up with a powerful theory: transition your soul to water to wine, KHP. Like it was, and this was over the phone. That was the crazy thing about it. It wasn't no face to face.
No.
This was over the phone. And when I took notes about this conversation, because I was like, we're gonna talk about this on the harvest for sure, because this right here, water to wine transition, man. What? So I mentioned it to my grandma. Shout out Mimo, and she said it was so funny. She was like, also when water evaporates, nothing's there. It just evaporates. But then when wine evaporates, you got little particles that stay that are actually very valuable. I don't know how they use them, but still, like, they evaporate wine to get the particles out of it. So it has value. Useful. It has value, and that's when it comes to legacy. What do you leave after you're gone? Water. You just left for, But when that wine evaporates, it's worth something.
Yo, that wine residue. Like when you leave a place, when you leave a spot, that your residue stays.
Yeah.
So like you can touch something, but you don't always I was taught you don't always have to see the flower grow. That might not be your job. Your job might just be the water. Your job might just be the tilling. Your job might just be, okay, it needs some sunlight. But it's all about playing your role. And so like sometimes you don't even need to be in this space, or you don't need to be the solution. You just need to be a part of the solution. So sometimes you can touch something and leave, but your residue is still there. So it's still working. So when you come back, it's like, dang, it's like, everything just flowing. Because you just tap into yourself so much that no matter where you go or who you meet, you're going to lay your imprint and they're going to remember you. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And I feel like that's so important because and that goes into the marathon mentality, because it's our society is so focused on it now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that bread now. I'm trying to get the business now. I'm trying to get da-da-da-da now. It's like, okay, and if you get it now, then what? Like if you got all your dreams today, did you change? Because people hitting the lottery every day, D. Why are there not that many billionaires?
Yeah, he said, did you change though? Damn, the bank account might have changed, but did you change? Damn.
Because your bank account can change, but if you don't change, then
and
your situation gonna stay the same.
The longer the wine sits, the more it's valuable. You know, like people pay a pretty penny for some wine that's been sitting for a couple years.
But see, say that one more time. People pay a pretty penny for wine
that's been sitting for years. Preparation.
So you've been sitting on this idea, working it out, cranking it out, making sure you got all the fine details worked out, just for you to finally get that deal in front of that multi-billionaire CEO for them to say, I choose you. Here the bread. Thank you. I got everything. Now you the billionaire.
To my uncle. I went to Pastor Stour's office and I talked to my uncle, right? And we had a good conversation. And I came to him, like, it's really like, I kept it real with him. I was like, man, look, you my uncle, bro. I'm your nephew. We got the same blood in us. Talk to me. let's sit down and chat, because I'm trying to learn. You know, like, I'm looking at him like, I'm like, okay, I can learn something from him. Like, you know, he can possibly add value to my life some way, somehow, whether it's just a saying. And from that conversation, one thing he dropped off to me. He was like, just stay prepared.
Because if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready.
He said, just stay prepared. And the reason why he said that, because we was talking about, he started talking about, and I'm not trying to spill the whole conversation, but he said one key thing, and one thing that I figured out too myself, like everything that I asked for, like, it was given to me. I didn't, you know, like I prayed for it,
yeah,
but I didn't go out and
search for it.
It just fell in my lap. But I was still make sure I was prepared in the preparation. And that's one thing he said. He said, past the president, he was like, he didn't ask, he didn't run. It just, here you go.
And see, that's the marathon mentality, because it's already yours. Whatever you want, it's already yours. Whatever you put out, it's already yours.
Yeah.
It's just time got to catch up to you.
Yeah.
So that's that. I definitely say, definitely be prepared and stay ready, because if you stay ready,
you're gonna have to get ready.
If you stay ready, whenever your number called,
you there. I'm here.
Coach, what's the play? Let's go. Because I'm ready. Oppose, your number called.
When God see you
with
doing
my helmet, with my cleats.
Man, when God see you doing the work, man, he gonna make sure he bless you. He gonna make sure he bless you. And I said this, like, it may not even be in the blessing to where you expect, to where, like, we ain't talking about no monetary, no materialized things. It's just a blessing of just like surroundings, you know.
Or just people that leave and come into your life. That's something that I've had to learn recently. Like, accepting people leaving my life, that's a blessing, and not just seeing it as a subtraction or as a distraction. Like, dang, man, I miss this person, man. It's like, okay, well, they're not in your life now. What has changed? Not much. Okay, then this person came into your life. What has changed? Quite a lot. Okay, then why are you worrying about this person then? If this person is going to bring value, and vice versa, they're going to be in your life again. If not, they came, played their role.
Well, you know, I'll say one thing I realized, especially about value and people bringing value into your life. Like, value can look like many different things. I realized, like,
water and wine.
Facts. I realized, like, yeah, you want people around you that add value to your life, right? That add like some type of positivity, some type of just value, just something to gain, you know, just boom.
Production.
Yeah.
Productive.
But then also you need people that add value to show you what not to do.
Oh, that's value.
That's value. You teach them. I'm learning. And that's when you get to another level, to where, like, your surroundings and the stuff that's going on, you're learning from. Like, you're seeing people do certain things and realize, oh, they did that. I ain't gonna do it. Like, you know, like, you're constantly aware of everything.
And that's in the process of staying ready, because you're constantly learning. You're not feeling like, oh, I made it. Oh, I know it. Oh, you got to come to me.
Yeah,
like, no, I'm constantly hungry for the knowledge, and I'm constantly hungry for how can I continue to grow? How can I continue to move forward?
Yeah.
Because if I stop, then I'm at that moment I'm going back.
Yeah, like I tell, like me, shout out to Kamal Tunji, my bro, and we sat and talked, and he was like, "Yo, always keep it real with me." So yeah, he was like, "Always keep it real with me. Like, just tell me if I'm, just tell him like keep it real. Tell me if I'm slacking. Tell me if not, I ain't learning nothing. I ain't picking up nothing if you ain't being honest with me." And that's how, I tell you the same thing. You remember that time we were talking about earlier with traveling people, and I'm like, and I'm gonna bring this up just because like, yeah, the Miami thing, right? And it was more like, my thing was, yep, well, y'all saw it. We got each other understanding. You know what I'm saying? But it was the damn, something just came over me. I wasn't supposed to talk about that.
Let it go.
We're gonna edit it out. Hey, we good. But I forgot what I said. I just tapped out of what I said.
We were talking about the Miami incident.
But what were we talking about before that?
You were talking about
this gonna get edited out. We good.
Oh, okay. We were talking about, because you were talking about the dinner.
Yeah.
You were talking. I felt like you were talking about how we because you were talking about traveling people.
I don't know, but
I thought you were going to talk about how we understood each other, but we came at it from totally different perspectives. And we had to actually have a conversation, actually like, okay, I'm going to hear you out, and I'm going to hear you out, because you were talking about be real with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my dog. My dog. Yeah, okay. So that whole thing was like, it's just be, that's funny. But yeah, it was like a thing of like, just tell me, like, what's up? Like, I don't want to force your hand, nothing. Tell me. Say, like, bro, keep it like that was my thing, because I don't never look at it like it ain't about me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It ain't about me. Shit, just keep it real with me at all time. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm I need that, because I'm a learner. I'm an observer. I'm a thinker. Let me know if I'm slipping. Let me know, like, yeah, Let me know where I can I've been talking about my whole life about my big ass head, man. I can take some criticism. Okay, what you got? I heard worse. Okay, I heard worse. So just shit, you teach me something. I always say, tell me something I don't know. You know, like shit. If I know it, okay, tell me something I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's real. That was a real conversation we had.
No, facts. We talked that thing out, and that was a key part of our. I feel like Miami will always be something about that brotherhood, because that's where, especially as men, we sat there and we hashed that thing out. We was like, nigga, what's the fucking problem?
And I think I'm gonna tie it in to what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like the times where our relationships are most strained is when they're transitioning from water to wine. Let that breathe.
Yeah, okay.
But like,
okay,
because like
the hardships,
because like,
the battles.
When you think about, you know what I'm saying, when you take that Miami trip, you were pissed at that table, but you didn't know. You didn't. I don't think you really knew why you were that mad, because you didn't know what was going on. Because I wasn't eating, but I wasn't eating because I wasn't hungry. But I'm not going. I didn't want to stay at the Airbnb by myself. I'm with the crew. I paid for it. I came to spend money. Like, it wasn't nothing to me. And I forgot what profit.
He was tired. I think he was tired.
He was tired or something like. But I felt like what we did for profit yesterday is what we were doing for you.
Yeah,
and it was for your birthday. So we just with you, but you were upset because you were like, it's us.
Yeah,
it's our trip. But if we never had that conversation, we would have had all attitudes during that whole rest of the trip. But we took all the positivity. It was just us three. We separated from the group. We'll be back.
We were sitting at the table with other people, and it was just us three just talking that shit out. Anybody that tried to say something outside, no. I remember I told like, hush. Like, this is real. We need to have this conversation. But yeah, you know, that word, the wine transition.
Because and I feel like at the end of it, when we all understood each other, like, we just like, okay, bet, what are we doing tonight?
Yeah.
I think we walked the strip that night.
We did, yeah.
And then like we ended up taking that picture where we're all on the steps.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I feel like those moments where it's really contentious, the tension is high. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. That's the moment where you gotta stay ready, because you're transitioning. but you're transitioning not from good to bad, from good to great, even though that transition can feel the same. From going backwards to going forward, that transition can feel the same.
Yeah, going whichever way.
Like being fired and being promoted, like that transition can feel the same. You can feel the same anxiety. You can feel the same fear. You can feel the same, oh my God, can I do it?
Yeah.
Can I make it out in this world without having a job? Or can I make it in this new position?
It's all about how you look at it.
Facts.
It's all about your perspective, your mindset of just like, no, I'm here to be great. I'm not gonna let nothing. And also just the mindset of that every obstacle that you go through is only make you better.
It's not meant to hinder.
It's not meant to hinder you. What's the Bible verse? Pain may endure for the night, but joy cometh in the morning. Temporary. It's only to make you better.
No weapons formed against me shall prosper.
Hello. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will feel no evil.
For
thou
art with me. It's all right. We're gonna finish together. I don't know it all, so we can stop there.
Let me ask this question for both y'all. So, since this is creative fruit, and we want to give everybody like fruit to like be able to move it through like their regular day life, what's the message that y'all would give to them when they're in the transition moment and they're stuck? Like when they're flipping that switch, turning from water to wine, or when they're flipping the switch coming from reverse to neutral or neutral to drive, but they get stuck. But it's hard to give it one more try, give it one more push. So when they at that last little moment of giving it the last little push, what's the word? What's the message? What's the encouragement for them to just push it one more time?
That's crazy.
That's a great question.
Because it's an amazing question. Because I feel like that's where I'm at right now in my life. So to get that answer, it's kind of like giving myself an answer. So I don't have an excuse anymore. But do it. Like, not to sound cliche, not to sound like it's easy, because it's not. But do it. Like that thing you're afraid of, do it. Because the very thing that you're afraid of is the very thing that possibly is that next hurdle going from one level to the next. Like, do it. Like, for me, I want to do a podcast. For me, I want to create another album. Like, I have all these excuses why I'm not doing it. I have all these outside circumstances that I blame it on. But at the end of the day, it's not about any of that. Because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Period. So, yeah, you're going to get stuck. Like, we were talking earlier, like, even when you succeed, you fail. But it's not about falling down. It's about getting up. If you fall down 10 times, get up 11. You're going to get stuck. That quicksand going to feel like it got you. But just do it. And make the decision and make the commitment to figure it out as you're doing it. I think that's another thing for me. I do it, and if I run into a roadblock, I stop. Because I tried, but it didn't work, so I'm not going to do it. No, like, make a commitment to figure it out. I feel like that's kind of what you've been doing, making a commitment to figuring it out, and then boom, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen how I want it to happen, because that's what I want. I don't have to figure out the how. I have to stick to my why. That's it. I don't have to know the how. I just gotta stick to my why, because Devon gonna figure out the how. That's just like you didn't have to. You didn't have to go get it. It came to you. Your uncle, he didn't have to go get it. It came to you because you put your why out into the world. And you put your why out to the Devon. Devon said, I got you. Just stay right there. I got you. I'm going to bring it to you.
Just stay patient.
Just stay patient. Stay ready. I'm going to bring it to you.
Yeah.
Remember what you asked. Remember what you wanted. I'm coming to you. Just don't give up on me, which ultimately is giving up on you.
Yeah. But during that phase, and what your question is, during that phase of like remembering your wife and the Divine figuring out your how, during that, because it takes time to figure out the how. It takes time to make a plan. It takes time to figure things out. But I would say during that time is something I picked up on, and like what I tell now is like during those times, just be reckless. Really just go for it. When you think, because I say all the time, like when you think of reckless, you think of just this nostalgia of just like bad, just like out of control, just like chaos, nonsense, like just everywhere. Yeah, but I found the key to like switch that into like life and just like whether if I feel stuck, I'm going to keep going and you're not going to stop me. It's like almost being a Tasmanian devil to your goal, because it's like I don't if like my thing is either you with me or you against me, and if this obstacle, I said obstacle like a popsicle. Oh my god. If this thing is in the way to where I'm trying to go, my mindset is I'm gonna be reckless and figure it out and go for it. I don't care what it's gonna cost me, And another thing I'll say is like, why not? Like you were saying, like all these ideas, especially I have in my head, I'm like already I embrace this reckless mentality to just be like I in order to preach something, I feel you gotta embrace it. I feel like you gotta actually like really go through it.
You gotta be it.
I'm it. You get what I'm saying? I'm it. Like you just had to have that. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. It like, and then doing just that with tapping in yourself and just that transitioning to water the wine. You're gonna see God moving. You're gonna see him working. You're gonna see him figuring out the way. But you every single day, you like intentionality is key to get to where you want because you set your intentions on your goal. Every day I tell myself I'm trying to get 100% better, regardless of how, where, regardless if it's in the gym, it's at work, it's doing this. How am I going to get better? Whether it comes down to routine, skill set, figuring it out, like how. And it's you're stuck. Okay, I'm still gonna figure it out. I'm still gonna go for it. You can't stop me. Who are you? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nigga, get the fuck out of my no. You not no. And like I
get it by any means.
Yeah, and I say it like I don't know. I guess my soul just lit. Shout out, big God. Feel me? Yo, soul lit. Hey, talking about. But no, like I've been like that since I was little. Like PlayStation 2 games. You know how many times we had to wipe it off with alcohol to put that bit back in? Be like, no, you are. Yo, I didn't care if the core had a shortage. I was gonna figure out a way. Leave it just like that. Don't tell if it move, it's gonna go out. don't leave it. Leave it. God damn, let me. Shh. Is it on? Man, yeah, I'm gonna figure it out, and that's just I'm not gonna give up. I don't like losing. I hated to lose.
I'm crying losing, bro.
Man, what I hate to lose, but I was able to learn, and that's another thing I was able to learn from my layers in life, regardless. Okay, I'm gonna take my L. It's cool. It's cool, but I'm gonna pick back up on like what I need to do, what I need to figure, like what I need to do different.
Sometimes when you stuck, you got to learn how you get stuck, because you were moving before.
Yeah, it's like when you go on the nature path, and you have a way to go. You either can go this way, you can go that way. One way may be a dead end. One way maybe not. Okay, when you get down to that dead end, what you gonna do? How you gonna retrace your steps back to get to where you need to go? You get what I'm saying? How you gonna figure that out?
Sometimes you gotta go back to go.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta. Okay, let me reel it back in. Let me come back. Okay, let's readjust. Let's go. Just like that. Like man, look.
Some of the greatest careers happen from an adjust or a pivot.
You ain't lying.
Some of the greatest careers.
You ain't lying.
I don't got any off.
That transition to water to wine. Which way to the well? Which way to the vineyard?
Ooh. Okay, so let's ask this last question. So I want to get back into y'all journey, how y'all told us about how y'all just had a time where y'all just broke down, right? Correct. So a lot of people during that time they found comfort, but they don't think the comfort is comfort. So in that process, in that journey, what was your comfort and how did you know it was your comfort?
Question.
What was my comfort?
What was your comfort? When you, I remember when earlier you said you just broke down crying in the bathroom. I can't remember what it was, but you just said you felt emotionally down. What was your comfort? I know a little bit you said with just seeing him being happy, playing and stuff, but what was your comfort for real that said, hey, I got an L on my back right now, but I'm finna turn this L into a W. What was it?
I would say for me, my surroundings, the people I surrounded myself with, that energy, being around that energy, being around that love, being around that support, you know, it's comforting to know, like, okay, that's cool. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what it was for me, especially with yesterday. Like it was comforting, even through the joy and the pain. It was comforting just to be around people that I love, that I like I say, like I fuck with, and my dog, yeah, you know, like people I rock with heavy, you know, like that's my comfort. That's my comfort, and that just comes with like just having a community, having a village, you know. That's comforting in itself. Like I enjoy going back to Mount Calvary sometimes, so that's my village. Mm-hmm. That's my yeah. Like I pop up here now, but it's like yeah.
I would honestly I would say the same thing. I would definitely say specifically though, especially with this injury, it's been my baby Christy. Like I'm a positive guy. Like I'm always, like my brother was saying, I was making videos, I'm over here always giving you a different perspective. Like, we got it, you good. Like this injury, man, this thing took something out of me. And it's like, I be down on myself and I be down and I just be down. And I be fighting myself because I'm like, I know I'm positive. I know I'm this, but I just don't feel that right now. But then that's when my baby come around the corner. Hey, you thought about disrespect? Or she just pushed me. Hey, just because you down a foot, that don't mean you got arms. You got a whole nother leg. You can still do stuff. Like, come on, you're not useless. Like, just because you're down right now doesn't mean you're down forever. Like and she told me yesterday, it's temporary. Don't have a fixed emotion or don't have a fixed feeling over a temporary situation. Like if it's temporary, then let it be temporary.
Just go with the ebbs and flows.
Give a temporary situation a temporary feeling. Okay.
Shit.
Okay.
So there go.
Okay. I'm down right now. But when I'm back, it's better than ever. Oh, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
So I feel like my comfort is really my baby pushing me and really giving me what I feel like I missed. I feel like her doing that consistently is really showing me like I chose the woman like my life. We get married soon, bro.
Yeah, they get married in October. We going up. We going up. Yeah, shout out to the good women.
To the good women, dog. My baby. But really, like, my baby really been feeding me in all the best ways. Now I told her recently, I was like, man, you been giving me hard love, dog. And she was like, oh, okay. But it was like I wasn't saying that because I was upset. It was like, dang, I didn't realize I needed this.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really in the moment it's like, hey, she don't give a about me. But then it's like I sit on it like, she's been some truth. I still can move. I still can do stuff. So now it's like I push myself now. Now I'm like, okay, you can push yourself and be cautious. Like don't go too crazy, but you can at least try to push your edge a little bit. Push your edge a little bit. Just push it 1% every day. Get 1% every day. All you need is 100 days to get 100%.
Yeah. And that takes being reckless. Because you got to understand, it's not on you, it's in you. It's in you. I need you to realize that it's in you, and I need you to make that transition, and that evolution, and that awakening to actually know your worth and see your value of who you are and what you are here for, okay? I need you to understand that. I need you to feel that. I need you to get that. Because I hope this finds somebody out there that can hear this mess. Well, it's not mess, but hear this good stuff. Because it's like, it's you. Choose you.
Choose you consistently.
Choose you consistently with marathon mentality.
Yeah. Choose you consistently while executing.
Okay.
But you got it.
I got it. Man, look.
You got it.
But hey, man, it's been... Choose you. Just choose you. And for real, like, tap in with yourself. You are your best friend. You are the person who... Choose you. Do it for future self. And choose you. All right? But we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for checking out another episode of The Harvest where we harvest empowering conversations for you to pick your fruits from, pick your tips, pick your, feed the soul a little bit, help transition your soul into the evolution of wine. That's what the harvest is about, because we a vineyard, baby. We a vineyard. Look at that. You see the grapes? There's no grapes, but just wait.
Listen, because they stay
hey,
ready.
Yeah. Hey, man. Kalon, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, man, we made some magic happen. For sure. And I appreciate you. Yeah, go ahead. Just shout out.
I also consider our positive change. This is where the shirt comes from. You plus action equals change. I feel like we've been talking about that the whole episode.
Facts.
So I just had to give a shout out to them. 6-7, what's up, baby?
What's up? Shout out to 7. Hey, man, it's been a good. See you next week for another episode. Y'all take care. Y'all be blessed. It's your boy Tony. Peace.